Ever feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? Like you're navigating a ship through a hurricane? That's leadership. It's not always smooth sailing. In fact, the true test of a leader isn't when things are easy. It's when the going gets tough. Today, we diving deep into the Self-Leadership Challenge and uncovering 5 powerful strategies that will help you prepare yourself for the journey ahead, enabling you to overcome even the greatest challenges with courage and confidence. So, what happens when you hit that wall? When your team is discouraged, resources are scarce, and the pressure is mounting. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to doubt yourself. But this is your moment. This is where effective leaders are forged. The first step, and arguably the most crucial, is to anchor yourself in a clear vision. When chaos swirls around you, your vision is your North Star. It's the why behind everything you do. It's not just a business objective. It's a compelling picture of the future that inspires you and your team to keep pushing forward, even when the path is steep and rocky. Reconnect with that vision daily. Remind yourself and your team what you're all fighting for. This isn't just about surviving the storm. It's about reaching the destination you set out for. A powerful, shared vision turns a group of individuals into a united force, capable of weathering any storm. Our second strategy is all about radical transparency. When things get tough, the temptation is to shield your team from the bad news, to put on a brave face and pretend everything is fine. But people are smarter than that. They can sense when something is wrong, and uncertainty breeds fear and distrust far more than the truth ever will. Great leaders are honest. They communicate openly about the challenges the team is facing. This doesn't mean being negative or spreading panic. It means being real. Lay out the situation, explain the hurdles, and be upfront about what you don't know. By treating your team like adults and trusting them with the truth, you build a foundation of psychological safety. This fosters a culture where people feel comfortable sharing their own fears and ideas, leading to better problem-solving and a stronger sense of we're all in this together. Honesty builds trust, and trust is the currency of leadership, especially in a crisis. Now let's talk about the third strategy, empowering your people. During tough times, it's natural for a leader to want to take control, to micromanage every detail to prevent things from going further off the rails. But this is a trap. It not only burns you out, but it also disempowers your team, making them feel like passive cogs in a machine. Instead, do the opposite. Delegate authority. Trust your team members to take ownership of their roles and make decisions. This is the time to lean on their expertise and creativity. Provide them with the resources and support they need, then get out of their way. When you empower your team, you're not just distributing the workload, you're multiplying your problem-solving capacity. You unlock hidden potential and foster a sense of ownership and accountability that is incredibly motivating. People who feel trusted and valued will move mountains for you and for the mission. It transforms their mindset from, I have to do this, to, I get to solve this. Strategy number 4 is a big one. You must prioritize and maintain your own well-being. Leaders often think they need to be invincible heroes who work 24/7, sacrificing their own health for the sake of the mission. This is a fast track to burnout, and a burned-out leader is an ineffective leader. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your energy, your clarity of thought, and your emotional resilience are your most valuable assets. You must protect them fiercely. This means getting enough sleep, eating well, and making time for exercise. It also means setting boundaries and carving out time to disconnect and recharge. Find what refuels you, whether it's spending time with family, reading a book, or just being in nature, and make it a non-negotiable part of your schedule. By modeling healthy self-care, you not only sustain your own ability to lead, but also give your team permission to do the same, creating a more resilient and sustainable work culture for everyone. Remember, your team's well-being often reflects your own. Finally, our fifth strategy is to relentlessly focus on small wins and celebrate progress. When you're facing a massive challenge, the finish line can feel impossibly far away. This can be incredibly demoralizing for a team. Effective leaders know how to break down a daunting goal into smaller, manageable steps. And more importantly, They make a point to acknowledge and celebrate every single one of those steps. Did someone solve a tricky bug? Celebrate it. Did the team hit a small milestone? Recognize it publicly. These small wins are crucial. They build momentum, boost morale, and provide tangible evidence that progress is being made, even when the bigger picture looks bleak. Celebration reframes the narrative from one of struggle to one of achievement. It reminds everyone that their hard work is paying off and fuels their determination to tackle the next challenge. It's the fuel that keeps the engine running when the journey is long and arduous. So, let's recap these 5 essential strategies for leading when the going gets tough. First, anchor yourself and your team in a clear and compelling vision. Second, practice radical transparency to build trust and psychological safety. Third, empower your people by delegating authority and fostering ownership. Fourth, prioritize your own well-being to avoid burnout and lead with clarity. And fifth, focus on and celebrate the small wins to build momentum and maintain morale. Leadership is a journey, not a destination. These tough times are not just obstacles. They are opportunities. They are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to forge a stronger, more resilient team than you ever thought possible. By embracing these strategies, you're not just preparing yourself to get through the challenge. You're preparing yourself to emerge on the other side as a more effective, more respected, and more confident leader. You have what it takes to navigate the storm. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these strategies helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on leadership and personal growth. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments what S1 strategy you use when the going gets tough. Let's learn from each other. See you in the next video.